All right, guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do another video for you guys. In this video, I'm going to be doing an airdrop, a Piston token airdrop, just like I said I would in my last video. So this one might run a little bit longer because, as you guys know, when we do these airdrops, you do have to confirm them manually. And if the BSC blockchain is acting up, it might take a little bit longer than usual. That being said, even if you're not on our Piston team, watch this video because I'm going to go through a bunch of other updates with other platforms that I'm in, important updates that you're probably going to want to know if you're thinking of getting into these platforms or if you're already a member. So that being said, before I get started, I do want to remind you that everything I talk about on my channel is for entertainment purposes only. Definitely not giving you financial advice. There's no guarantees out here in this crypto space. So make sure you can tolerate the risk if you're going to get into anything. And if you do, only put in what you can afford to lose. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that. And then if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon, all that good stuff. So that being said, let's jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and start this airdrop because, as you guys know, it takes a little bit of time. As you can see here, Piston token, it just keeps going up. I don't really know what's going on, to be honest with you, but over the last couple of days, it's just been steadily going up. Right now, it's at $18.11. So yeah, I mean, I think the all-time high right after the pre-sale, or when the pre-sale happened, usually when a pre-sale happens, as you guys know, it spikes, and I think it hit like $30, and then it dropped all the way back down to about $16, which is to be expected. You know, it spikes, people start selling off, and then boom, it starts to drop, and then it settles in, and then starts to grow organically. That's usually what happens with a legit project. Now, again, we'll see what happens with Piston, but that seems to be kind of the pattern of what's happening here with the token price. That being said, let's go ahead and do this airdrop. No, wrong place, wrong place. Here. You can see here we have $21,000 worth of Piston token deposited. What is that? 21,000. Pull out my trusty calculator here. Times 1% because you get 1% a day. That's $210 daily from the passive side. So yeah, this thing is doing what it's doing. Let me go ahead and do an airdrop. I said in my last video that I was going to do an airdrop for people that have at least 25 Piston token deposited. I did take a look yesterday. I think we have like over 30 people or something like that, 35 people. So let me go ahead and get this started. First of all, let me go ahead and claim. Let me claim the tokens that I have. So as you guys know, there's a 10% tax on everything you do on this website. Go ahead and claim. I got 3,000 and change that I'm going to claim minus the 10% tax. So while this is going and processing, there it goes. I'll go ahead and go to the airdrop section. And then I'll do an update here because they do have a couple of cool updates. Nothing crazy with, as far as the platform is concerned, but the UI, they're doing some cool things with that. You can pick your card. So if you're into that sort of stuff, you'll probably dig this. But yeah, I have 159. I had 6 Piston token already, so 159, about 2,800, 2,862, right? I'll do the whole thing. 2,862, $2,800. Wait, 2,800. It's early, guys. It's Monday morning. It's early. Sorry about that. It's $2,862. And let me go ahead and level 0 direct. Then I have to pick out here who has 25, at least 25 Piston token positive. So this person, this person, this person, this person just barely made it. This person, this person, this person. This one just made it also. This one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, that crypto made it. This one, This one just barely made it. This one. This one here. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, this person just missed it. See? This person made it. This person made it. This person made it. Okay. Pension Hunter. Nice username. All right. We have 6. This person made it. This person. This person. This person. We have 39 members. So basically, if I just do easy math, it will be about $73 worth of Piston that each one of these people will get. The next one, we're going to thin the crowd out a little bit. The next one I'm going to do for people that have 100 drip, not drip, 100 Piston deposited. Freudian slip there. 100 Piston deposited on the next airdrop. So again, if you're not at that level yet, you're going to want to strive for that. If not, no worries. I'll catch you on the next one. But for those of you guys that put in more than 100 Piston, definitely want to reward you guys. So let me go ahead and get this started. Hopefully there's no snafus here. Okay. All right. And then this will go ahead and do its thing. So I'm going to multitask here as I'm confirming these things. I'm going to do a couple of quick updates for some of these other platforms. So bear with me here. It's not easy multitasking sometimes, especially when you're doing something like this, because you never want to, never want something to go wrong. But in any case, hopefully the BSC blockchain isn't too congested right now. Hopefully we'll have our fingers crossed. Seems to be running okay, but okay. All right, so while this is doing that, we look at Piston right now. You can go here now. They've just updated this. You can actually pick your card or your avatar. Some of you guys that are into gaming and that sort of thing, it just kind of gamifies the platform just a little bit. It's not going to do anything different as far as it paying out 1% a day until you hit 365%. None of that changes. But for those of you guys that like to kind of gamify things, you can go here. You can view your card. You can set up your card. I haven't even set up my card. I'm going to go ahead and do that. For me, I'll be honest with you, it's not really that big of a deal. As long as the platform is working, it's paying out, we can withdraw, we can claim, we can airdrop, all that good stuff. I'm good, Brad. I don't need all these bells and whistles. But for those of you guys that are into that sort of thing, you can certainly play around with it. Now, again, depending on what level you are, you'll have more options for your avatar. So here you can actually go right here. Then you can kind of choose which one of these things you want to be your avatar. So I'll go ahead and set this up later. No big deal. And again, depending on what level you are, you'll have more options. So I'm level 4 currently. So I'll have more options over here. I can actually just go straight up here, jump to level 4. And I can choose this. I guess this is a real racer. I don't know. I'm not into racing. So Valentino Rossi. Is he a real dude? I don't know. Let me know. So you can have an actual racer, or you can have, a car. So again, you can play around with this as you see fit, and then you can set up your avatar, and then you can look at your teammates' avatars. If you want to do an airdrop to one of them, and you can, you want to do a single airdrop, not to the entire team, and you want to pick somebody, you can search for their avatar or their username or what have you. So it just kind of makes it a little more gamified. Again, as far as the platform is concerned, the passive side, it doesn't do anything different. So again, so far so good. We'll see what happens with Piston token. We'll see if it continues to go up. I mean, I don't really understand why it's going up, who's buying. Are they running a promo or something? But I've been watching it for the last couple of days, and it's been going up steadily. So can't complain. I'm super happy about it. We'll see what happens here with Piston token. If you want to check this out, I will leave a buddy address down below. If you want to use my buddy address, you want to get my airdrops, you can. If not, you want to use somebody else's, that's fine too. That's what's going on with Piston. Drip, quick update on Drip. I'll do a standalone video on Drip, but Drip right now sitting at just under 25 bucks. This is still the home base, guys, okay? This is still the king. I've had a couple people say, hey, what should I do with Drip? Are you still in Drip? Of course I'm still in Drip. I'm well over $1 million deposited in this thing, like almost 1.6 million or 1.5 million deposited. So of course I'm still backing Drip. I'm supporting Drip. I'm going to be doing airdrops. Obviously, I'm going to do an airdrop with Drip, as I mentioned in my last video as well. Not going to do it in this one because can't do an airdrop from 2 different platforms. This is going to be too messy. But yeah, Drip is still doing its thing, 1% a day. Again, if you want to check this out, I will leave a buddy address down below. The animal farm is set to launch this Thursday. So crossing my fingers, right? Knock on wood. Hopefully this thing gets finally, out the gate, because, people are getting really antsy about it. But, it is what it is, man. It's crypto. So that's the way it goes. Here's a quick post from Forex. He posted this yesterday. He said, we're preparing the new updated white paper right now. This is for Animal Farm, as well as extremely detailed. Give me 1 second. Let me hit this real quick while this is, I have to. Sorry about that. I'm multitasking, guys. Where was I? We're preparing the new updated white paper right now, as well as extremely detailed migration documents, which go over both instructions for all users on how to properly migrate, as well as everything going on behind the scenes to pull off a seamless transfer. I will be publishing the new docs as a PDF for everyone to share, and within the next 48 hours, we will have the new UI up with the documentation hosted on there as well. So he posted this yesterday, so by tomorrow, he should have this new white paper up. He said Tuesday, they have an AMA on Moon Hunters. Wednesday, they have an interview with another YouTuber that has 1.5 million subscribers. And on Thursday, Pigs, Piggy Bank, and Pigpen will go live. So yeah, I'm rooting for it, guys. As you guys know, I'm a big supporter of Forex and Drip and Animal Farm. Obviously, we have a ton of funds, not only in Drip, but in the faucet, but also on the farm. So yeah, I'm going to be watching this very, very closely. We'll talk about it more as we get closer. But Drip is, right now, if you're looking for an entry point for Drip, it's a good price point to get in. Not telling you to, it's totally up to you. But yeah, we'll see what happens here as we get closer and closer to this relaunch. All right, guys. 1 second here. Confirm. Do another confirmation. We'll check where we're at, and then we'll go forward. Gonna do a quick update right now for Grinch Bucks. All right, so Grinch Bucks right now, a couple of people have asked me, is it still a good time to get into Grinch Bucks? Again, Grinch Bucks, look, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys. It's a miner, right? It's a miner, and with miners, there's gonna be different miners with different tokenomics, and this miner is better, this miner's, does this. At the end of the day, it's a miner, right? The best time to get into a miner is at the very, very beginning, or at the very least, as close to the beginning as you can, at least when the TVL is going up, right? When the contract balance is going up. Once the contract balance kind of plateaus a little bit, levels out, and then starts to go backwards, you could still get in. It's probably not ideal, though. It's probably not the best time to get in, right? So with this here, we've been withdrawing. The TVL has dropped a little bit. It hasn't dropped tremendously, so I'm not saying, don't get in or get out, or, you can see here, it's at 933,000. It's just under 1 million. So it's still kind of hovering around that $1 million mark. It still might even go over 1 million. So again, if you're going to get into this, only put in what you can afford to lose. Only put in what you can afford to lose anyways. But again, if you're going to get into this, only put in what you can afford to lose, guys, okay? Because again, the timing might not be on your side. It's still a lot of money in there. Let's keep it real. It's still a lot of money in there. But, it has been out for a couple of days now. And TVL is declining or decreasing just a little bit. That being said, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. So a couple of you guys did ask me, is it still a good time to get in? Again, I can't, it's up to you. It's up to you. You got to do your own research. So quick look at Elephant, Elephant Stampede. One second here. So a buddy of mine, Dave, sent me a message saying, hey, this thing might actually launch this week. That's what they're talking about. A couple of YouTubers have been mentioning that they're going to relaunch. I mean, as I told him, I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I mean? I'm not holding my breath for this thing to get started again. A couple of you guys have asked me, what's my update on it? Update is, there's a ton of updates on their Medium page, but at the end of the day, it's all mumbo jumbo, right? At the end of the day, we still can't claim our dividends. Obviously we're immediately down right off the gate because what used to be pegged at $1 or close to $1, 99 cents, is now at, I don't know, 83 cents last time I checked. Yeah, 83 cents. So even if we could claim, we're going to be down just from that. So we'll see what happens. If they launch this thing, I'll talk a little bit more about it. If not, I wouldn't be surprised. I kind of know the MO of how these guys get down. And yeah, it's a sucky situation for everybody. So we'll see what happens here. But again, I'm not holding my breath. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing more to say about that. Let's talk a little bit about MetaFi yielders or MetaFi. It's pronounced MetaFi yielders. As you can see here, I have almost a $31,000 deposit. It's paying. It's doing what it's doing. You get 3.3% a day, 5 days a week. You'll earn until you hit 42 days because 30 business days, if you count in the weekends, it's about 42 days. After that, you're able to take out your active deposit. Now, some people have asked, has anybody done that yet? Taken out their active deposit? No, not yet, because platform's only been out for 30 days. So nobody has, even if you got in at the very, very beginning at the launch, you haven't run a 42-day cycle yet, or 42-day term. So no one has done it yet. If and when that happens, I'm pretty sure people are going to talk about it. I'll give you guys an update. Because again, people should be able to take their active deposit out after the 42 days. That being said, it's working. It's doing this thing. The withdrawals are pretty quick. Last couple withdrawals I did, it took about 4 hours. Some people say it takes a little bit longer. Some people takes a little bit shorter, but on average, depending on what coin you're withdrawing, I'm sure that takes account to it. That's it's pretty much around 4 hours. Now, there is somewhat of a glitch with the website. People have mentioned this to me. Not too many people. I've experienced it myself. So I know kind of the workaround with it. But essentially, there is kind of a glitch where if you log out of the website, you might have an issue logging back in, right? Like sometimes you put in your password, you put in your 2FA, and it just keeps on. It puts you kind of in a loop where you're just kind of, it takes you back to the login page. One thing you want to do is when you set up your account, you're in the back office, you want to set up your 2FA, and then you also want to set up the security. What I mean by security is anytime there's an IP change or people use a different browser, you're requesting the platform to send you a code in the email, right? It's like a 7 or 8 digit code. Some of you guys are probably familiar with that. You guys have probably experienced that. The reason why you want to set that up and set up to have the platform send you a code if there's a browser change or if there's an IP change is because if you're having issues with logging into your site, like for example, this is what the site looks like right here, right? If you're logging in and you're not able to get in, it just kind of takes you to a loop right here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on investments. And then here, you're going to want to log in right here. And then what happens is if you're having trouble, right, and it's still not taking your 2FA, just switch to another browser. There's a couple things you can do. You can switch to another browser, right? Open up another browser. Because you're using another browser, it's going to tell you, hey, we sent you an email with a PIN. Go get that PIN and put it in this little field. And then if you do that, you'll get access to your website. Or if you don't want to use another browser, usually, just by going through here, it'll ask you for another PIN, and you should have access to your site by doing that. That's what I do. I just changed browsers. It says we detected you're on another browser. We sent you an email with a PIN. So if my 2FA isn't letting me in, I just use that PIN and it gives me access. It's a little bit of a little workaround there. It's a little bit of a hack. Um, I'm going to message the founder after this video and ask them what they're doing about that, because it is, even though it's an easy workaround, it is kind of like a pain in the ass, and people who set up their account, they might not want to do all that, right? That being said, that's the way around it. And again, it is a working platform. It's a new platform, so that's why whenever there's a new platform, there's going to be glitches and things of that nature. I'm sure they'll fix it. I mean, they have big plans for this. They are thinking long term. I like what I hear so far. Doesn't make it any less risky, guys. First of all, it's a centralized platform. It pays out 3.3% a day. Those two things in and of itself should tell you that it's pretty risky. Not that a decentralized platform is any less risky, but you know what I mean, right? So we'll see what happens here. We'll see if I can, get an answer from him, and then I'll give you an update on that. But again, it's a pretty simple workaround. Just make sure you set up all your security functions, and you'll be able to use the PIN that they email you to get in if your 2FA isn't working. Last but not least, guys, let me see where we're at here. Boom. Okay. So 39 members were airdropped. There were 0 fails. Awesome. So airdrop is done. So last but not least is SwapNext. SwapNext, I put in, I topped up my account to 54,000 yesterday. Every 4 hours, I get about, again, it changes because these numbers are not fixed, but I get about 0.75 BNB, give or take, right? I get about 0.75 BNB every 4 hours. So if I times that by 6, because there's 24 hours in a day, it's about 4.5 BNB a day that I'm getting from this. And the withdrawals work fine. Somebody posted a comment under my video yesterday saying, hey, the withdrawals don't work. I'm using 2FA, the withdrawals don't work. Withdrawals work super fine, right? Like there's no problem whatsoever that I'm getting. Once I withdraw, in a couple of minutes, it's in my account, it's in my wallet. So super fast, no issues whatsoever. A couple of people did chime in saying, hey, I have no issues with withdrawals either. It's probably specific to that particular person. Maybe they're doing something wrong. I don't know. Either case, you got to go to customer support for that, or tech support, or go to their Telegram. Posting underneath in the comments, it really isn't going to help you too much. But this platform is working. It's doing well. I've done the math. It's paying me around 3.5%, give or take. And I've seen people make up to 5% with this. So again, this is another high risk platform, high risk, high reward platform. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. But so far, so good. I'm pretty happy with my results, and I'll keep you guys updated with what's going on with SwapNext. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I will keep you updated. Make sure you're plugged into our Telegram. I'll leave a link for that down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Again, do your own research. Only put in what you can afford to lose, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.